Last fall, I discovered an architect, Brent, who wrote a book called Building a Timeless House in an Instant Age. And I instantly resonated with everything he said. It was so good. And he just reinforced things that I've been saying for 17 years on my blog, talking about how to create a timeless home. So I looked him up and discovered that he wasn't far from where I was teaching my True Color Expert training in Dallas in November. So we had a little interview, and let me just before we get there, okay, read you a couple of excerpts from his book, because we are going to be talking about timeless new build advice, not to be missed. You're going to want to watch this. Here's what he said about homes today. Most decisions aren't based on a design idea, but rather price. Take each decision and each line item, and you end up with a collection of products that, while they may be in budget, don't work together. So here's what this means. You can't build a house by just buying all the things that you love. Everything that you choose for your new build or your renovation, it has to work with the style of your house. And what is that style? There's a good question. We're talking about that next. You don't want to miss this. Okay, what advice do you have for the homeowner when they're just starting their project, like before they get to me? Because so many times it's too late by the time I'm looking at the drawings that have come to me from the architect or the builder.
Sure. So I mean, if someone's trying to build a timeless house,
yes.
I'm usually telling them to have a narrative, a story, something they've fallen in love with. We talked about Europe, right? Were you driving through France and fell in love with a chateau? I don't know. Was it the cottage architecture in Europe? Did you go to New England? I mean, there has to be an inspiration to a style. I've said in my book, houses are built today without a style. And so the last architectural style in America, I think, was the ranch period. That was 60 years ago. Right. And so, the modern farmhouse, I would say, is a fad. It's not really a style. And so they need a narrative. And so when I tell people, I say, I want to know who built it, when they built it, and how they built it. Because if you know that, because if someone, I'm working with a lady in Missouri right now, she wanted a farmhouse. Yeah. Okay, well, when was it built? Because if it was built in the federal period, the windows are a certain size, the columns are a certain way, the entries a certain way. If it's built in 1910, then it's completely different. It's a different story. Yeah. So there's this, when was it built? Who built it? Was it a rural farmer that kind of put together a house? Because if so, then it's a real vernacular style house, and it's very simple. If it was, a wealthy merchant who built this house, then it's brick and it's different materials. So everything has a reason. Everything has a story, and so there is. I help them craft this narrative to say, okay, that's what we're going to do. Because we talked about, homeowners going into a store, and if you've been to try to pick out hardware, you go and there's this wall of hardware, and you're like, well, now what do I pick?
That's right.
Well, if you're going to build something in the colonial revival style, it's either brass or it's iron. Okay, you don't have to pick chrome, and you don't have to go get all these, oil rub bronze. Inappropriate. So now I'm narrowing it down to something that they can grasp, and you go, okay, so now, because it's just that book, Paradox of Choice, they have so much choice, they don't know what to do, and they shut down.
That's right.
And they go back to their budget. Well, what can I afford?
That or just what's trending, what they see everywhere.
100%.
Yeah.
So my advice is craft a narrative. Fall in love with something, and then let's go build that based on those details that you love about it. And you can build that house with a big budget, and you can build it with a small budget. And so there's ways of crafting that and building that without spending zillions of dollars, all based around a narrative.
Now, what about the homeowner that just doesn't, they're just not going to do that?
I would ask them to show me something they'd like, and I'd walk them through that, right? Hopefully, there is at least, I kind of like traditional. Okay, well, let's start there, right?
Right.
Here's 5 traditional houses.
Yeah.
Which one do you like?
Yeah.
Why do you like it? Okay, and I would probably walk them down that path by showing them examples of what what they're describing, and I would get a feel pretty quick of, okay, you know what, I think you actually might like this, because this is from the federal period, this is Georgian, or this is Victorian, because you like this ornamentation. What do you think of that? And so that's probably how I get them there. Now, I understand all these architectural styles, so I know how to do that, but it wouldn't surprise me that there would be homeowners that'd be like, I don't even know where to begin.
That's right.
And I would walk them through that.
Or they've signed up with a builder and they have a very limited range of what they can choose from.
Boy, that's really hard.
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
It is.
And it's and that's the reason most houses are ugly today.
That's right. Because right now, actually, at the beginning of this year, we're in 2024, because I always know where things are trending because I know what people are saying to me. Builders made black like hardware, everything now, like all of those hardware choices, doorknobs, windows, mirrors, like everything is default black right now. And like you have a white bathroom with everything that's like black hardware around the shower doors and everything. Well, your eye's just going boing, 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 like because you've got no not even a black countertop to ground that black. But then it just looks harsh, flat, and predictable anyway.
Yeah, I think I mean, I don't care what you think, but I think Pinterest is a scourge on this, because people, oh, that's pretty, I'm going to do that. Well, that's kind of like this,
but
and
the other part
they don't work.
It's that the algorithm is only giving them
that's true
that
too.
Limited range of. Right.
They touch one picture they like, and now the algorithm gives them everything they show.
They just think, oh, this is just this. Everybody's doing this, so let me just do this. And that's just easy.
This is popular.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard.
That's really good though. Do I need the wide range of books that you have in here?
Yes, you need a library like this. That's start. I don't know. I'm uniquely wired in this geeky way.
That's right.
To see the historic, because I mean, when I was trained at North Bennett Street, we would take moldings off the wall and see what kind of nails were used, so that I would know whether it's a handmade nail, a cut nail, a wire nail, a finished like nail gun nail, and that would date it 1800s, 1720, 1890.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing it for so long, it just kind of comes, it's in my brain.
Now you're training other architects in the way that you think, right?
I just had a Master Builder University, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with that, because I think it might be better as a Master Homeowner University, where you take homeowners through, okay, I want to build a house. Here's what you need to understand. Here's what you need to know. Here's how to put together a good house.
Well, I think you need both.
Well, you're probably right.
Because I also do the same, where I'm teaching the homeowner like what they should be thinking about before the renovation. People do my 2-day course and they're like, okay, whatever I was gonna do, it's now 180 degrees.
Right.
It's totally different
now. Yeah, I bet.
Right. So, and then what I'm doing the next 2 days are the designers, teaching them how to pick the right colors for everything for the home, for the for their clients. So, but yeah, you need them both.
You do need them both. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to build a timeless home you'll love forever, make sure you buy Brent's book and make sure you sign up for my 2-day Dream Home Workshop. Those links are below, and I'll see you next time.